They worked very hard in therapy, and I honestly think the realization about not being cisgender came in part through media representation. I think sometimes there's all this conversation about, you know, what are we exposing people to? I don't even know what accusations are being made about it, but that somehow like we're turning people queer because there's queer characters on TV shows or whatever, which is such a ridiculous argument, right? What it does do is when you have representation for queer identities, including transgender identities, is it helps people who are feeling those feelings finally identify what that feeling is. And I think that's what really started the ball rolling. So this person, you know, my spouse, who had been so unhappy in their body was like, oh, I didn't know people did that. Maybe I should start thinking about it, which started the ball rolling on like, what am I really feeling here? Do we have to dig deeper there? So that was one of the defining representation moments where we didn't have the language and didn't know it was an option until we saw it on our TV screen.
And then you could pursue it from there.
Correct. And do all the self-discovery, right? You don't know what you don't know.
Well, I think that's really an important point. Banning books and things like that so that children, heaven forbid, should find out anything about being LGBTQ plus.
Yeah. Nobody's getting turned by representation. They're just identifying who they really are. They're getting the language that has been missing. Trans people have existed for millennia. We just didn't have the language. We didn't know what to call it. The feelings were always there.